the complete guide to overcoming stress, simple and effective strategies. Have you ever felt like stress has become a constant presence in your life? That pressure that seems to grow with each passing day, impacting your health, draining your mind, and even affecting your relationships? Don't worry, you're not alone. In the fast-paced modern world, stress has become an unwelcome visitor, always lurking, feeding on the daily worries, endless to-do lists, and uncertainties that surround us. But here's the good news. While stress is inevitable, it doesn't have to dominate your life. There is a path to calm, a set of simple and effective strategies that can help you face this challenge and regain control. In this video, we'll explore these strategies in depth, guiding you through practical and proven techniques that will make a difference in your day-to-day life. Get ready to discover how small changes can bring about big transformations and allow you to live a calmer and more balanced life. So, if you're ready to take the first step towards a life with less stress and more serenity, stay with me until the end of this video. Let's begin this journey together. Understanding stress. Let's start by understanding what stress really is. It's not just a word we use to describe tiredness or irritation. Stress is a natural biological response of our body to situations of threat or challenge. Think of it as an internal alarm that goes off when we perceive some kind of danger, whether real or imagined. When we face a stressful situation, our body reacts instantly. The brain sends a warning signal to the adrenal glands, located just above the kidneys, so that they release hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones are mainly responsible for preparing the body for what we call the fight or flight response. This reaction is an evolutionary inheritance, developed over thousands of years to help us survive immediate threats, such as predators or natural dangers. But how exactly does this response work in our body? When stress is activated, the heart rate increases to pump more blood to the muscles, making them ready for action. Breathing becomes faster to supply more oxygen to the body. Digestion, on the other hand, slows down. After all, the body needs all its available energy to deal with the threat, not to digest food. Muscles tense up, ready to react quickly to any necessary movement. These reactions are useful in short-term situations, such as escaping immediate danger. But when stress becomes a constant in our lives, it begins to have negative effects. Imagine your body always having the alarm on, never finding a moment to rest. What should be a temporary response becomes a chronic state, and that's when the problems begin. Chronic stress can cause a number of physical problems. The continuous increase in heart rate and blood pressure can lead to cardiovascular diseases, such as hypertension and heart problems. The constant release of cortisol can negatively affect the immune system, making the body more susceptible to infections and diseases. And the digestive system, which often takes a backseat during the stress response, can suffer from problems such as gastritis, reflux, and irritable bowel syndrome. But the effects of stress go far beyond the physical. It can have a profound effect on our mental health. When we are stressed for long periods of time, our ability to concentrate diminishes. Our mind becomes like a poorly tuned radio, full of static, making it difficult to focus on simple tasks. Anxiety becomes a constant companion, and depression can creep in silently. Imagine your mind as a computer. Chronic stress is like a virus that overloads the system, making it slow, inefficient, and more susceptible to failure. Short-term memory is affected, making it difficult to remember small everyday things. Making decisions becomes a burden, and mental fatigue sets in like a thick fog that won't dissipate. In addition, constant stress also affects our emotions and behavior. It can increase feelings of irritability and frustration, making us more prone to emotional outbursts. Our social interactions are also impacted. We withdraw from friends and family because we feel we need more space to deal with our emotions. Sleep, one of our main sources of renewal, is also impaired by stress. Often it becomes fragmented, insufficient, or simply absent. Poor sleep affects mood, memory, productivity, and general well-being, creating a vicious cycle that is difficult to break. In short, stress, which in small doses is a necessary and useful response, becomes a villain when it becomes a constant part of our daily lives. Its impact is profound and far-reaching, affecting all aspects of our lives, from the physical to the mental, from the emotional to the social. Understanding stress is the first step to learning how to manage it. Knowing what it does to our body and mind helps us recognize its signs and seek strategies to deal with it in a healthier way. Because although stress is part of life, it does not have to dominate it. Now that we understand what stress is and how it affects our body and mind, let's explore the techniques and strategies you can use to regain control. Stay with me to discover how to transform this unwanted visitor into an ally for a more balanced and healthy life. Mindfulness practice. The first strategy for relieving stress is practicing mindfulness. In a world full of constant distractions, being present in the moment can seem like a challenge, but the benefits are profound and transformative. Mindfulness is the act of focusing on the now, of being aware of the present moment without getting caught up in thoughts of the past or worries about the future. It means observing your thoughts and feelings with curiosity and acceptance, without judgment or reaction to them. Instead of being swept along by a current of emotions and thoughts, mindfulness invites us to simply notice what is happening, allowing the mind to find calm amidst the chaos. Imagine, for example, being in a quiet place. Close your eyes and focus only on your breathing. Feel the air moving in and out of your lungs, the feeling of freshness on the way in and warmth on the way out. Allow your attention to rest on this simple movement, observing every detail, every sensation, without worrying about controlling or changing it. When thoughts arise, and they inevitably will, don't dismiss them. Just notice that they're there, and gently return your attention to your breathing. This is the fundamental exercise of mindfulness, a practice of repeatedly returning to the present moment, like a bird returning to its nest. But why is it so effective for stress? The answer lies in the way mindfulness trains the brain. When we practice mindfulness, we're actually training our mind to respond differently to stress. Studies show that regular mindfulness practice can reduce activation of the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for the fight or flight response that is triggered during times of stress. In other words, by practicing mindfulness, we're creating a space between stimulus and response, allowing us to choose how we react to a situation, rather than being overwhelmed by automatic reactions. In addition, mindfulness strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain associated with decision-making, emotional regulation, and logical thinking. This means that over time, you become more resilient, better able to face difficult situations with clarity and calm. This practice also increases the production of neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, which are responsible for feelings of well-being and happiness. Practicing mindfulness doesn't require a lot of time or special equipment. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day, perhaps first thing in the morning or before bed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and bring your attention to your breathing. If you prefer, you can focus on bodily sensations, such as the feeling of your feet touching the ground, or sounds around you, such as birdsong or the sound of the wind. The idea is to be present, truly present with whatever is happening in the moment. If you prefer guided guidance, there are many resources available to help. Apps like Calm and Headspace are great for beginners and more experienced practitioners alike. They offer a variety of guided meditations, from breathing exercises to visualizations and practices to help manage anxiety and stress. Remember, mindfulness is not about emptying your mind of thoughts, but rather learning to observe them in a different way. The idea is not to block or avoid thoughts, but to embrace them as they are without criticism or judgment. With practice, you will find that you can experience thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. This is the true power of mindfulness, allowing you to experience each moment with fullness, presence, and peace. So take a few minutes for yourself. Start slowly without pressure, and notice the effects this practice can have on your life. The more you practice, the more natural these moments become. You will find that you can find peace and calm anywhere, whether in the middle of a park, in the office, or in the comfort of your own home. Mindfulness is a journey back to yourself. Breathing exercises. When stress hits, it has an immediate and noticeable impact on our bodies. Our shoulders tense, our jaw tightens, our chest feels tight, and our breathing becomes rapid and shallow. It's as if our bodies are in a constant state of alert, ready to fight or flee. This is the natural response to stress, but there are effective ways to calm our nervous system quickly. The second strategy you can use to do this is simple and accessible. Breathing exercises. Breathing is a powerful, often underrated tool for relieving stress. It is the meeting point between the body and the mind. When we breathe slowly and deeply, we send a direct message to our brain that we are safe, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the relaxation response. Among the many breathing techniques, one of the most effective and easy to learn is the 4-7-8 technique. The 4-7-8 breathing technique, also known as relaxation breathing, was popularized by Dr. Andrew Weil, an integrative medicine specialist. This technique is simple but powerful and can be practiced anywhere, at work, at home, before bed, or in moments of anxiety. Let's practice it together. First, find a comfortable position, sitting with your back straight or lying down. Close your eyes gently and relax the muscles in your face and shoulders. Begin by breathing in through your nose silently while counting to 4. Feel the air entering your nostrils, filling your lungs, expanding your abdomen. Then hold your breath for 7 seconds. During this pause, allow your body to calm down even more, noticing your heartbeat gradually slowing down. Finally, exhale completely through your mouth, making a soft sound while counting to 8. As you exhale, imagine that you are releasing all the tension accumulated in your body, as if you were letting go of a heavy load that you are carrying. Repeat this sequence for 4 cycles. Although it may seem simple, this technique has a profound effect on the nervous system. Controlled counting and deep breathing help to slow the heart rate, lower blood pressure, and reduce the release of stress hormones such as cortisol. This regular practice trains the body and mind to respond in a calmer and more controlled way to stressful situations. In addition, the 4-7-8 technique also has proven benefits for improving the quality of sleep. Many practitioners report that using it before bed helps to relax the mind and body, making it easier to fall asleep. When done regularly, this technique can become a powerful tool for combating insomnia and nighttime anxiety. But like any technique, practice is key. At first, it may seem difficult to keep up the counting or feel the immediate effects, but with practice, you will notice that you are able to enter a state of relaxation more easily and quickly. Try to include this technique in your daily routine, perhaps first thing in the morning to start the day calmly, or at night to prepare for a restful night's sleep. Remember, breathing is one of the few bodily processes that we can consciously control, and it is a powerful key to managing stress. In moments of stress, instead of reacting automatically, stop, breathe, and apply the 4-7-8 technique. This conscious pause can completely change your response to stress and help you regain emotional control. So the next time you feel stress building up, remember that you have a powerful tool at your disposal: your own breath. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, hold it, and exhale. Repeat, feel the difference, and see how, little by little, the world around you begins to slow down too. Regular physical activity. The third strategy may seem obvious, but it's one of the most effective for dealing with stress. Move. Regular physical activity is not only a way to keep your body fit and healthy, but it's also a powerful tool for mental well-being. When we exercise, our bodies release endorphins, natural chemicals that promote a feeling of euphoria and pleasure, often referred to as happy hormones. These endorphins act as natural painkillers, reducing the perception of pain and generating a feeling of well-being and calm. More than that, they are able to neutralize the effects of stress, helping to stabilize mood and combat anxiety. But how exactly does physical activity help reduce stress? When you move, your brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which improve your mood and promote relaxation. In addition, physical exercise helps reduce levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, in the body. This creates a positive cycle. The more you exercise, the more your body can regulate its stress responses, making you more resilient and less susceptible to anxiety attacks. Best of all, physical activity doesn't have to be complicated or strenuous to be effective. Regular walks in the park can provide precious mental respite, away from screens and everyday worries. Running, on the other hand, can act as a form of moving meditation, where each rhythmic step helps you clear your mind and focus on the present. Yoga, with its combination of stretching, breathing, and meditation, offers a holistic approach that connects the body and mind, relieving accumulated stress and promoting a sense of balance and inner calm. Even activities that we don't usually associate directly with physical exercise, such as dancing, can have enormous benefits. Dancing, in addition to being fun, is an excellent way to release accumulated tension. When we dance, we allow ourselves to express emotions in a healthy way, and moving to the sound of music can create an immediate feeling of joy and relaxation. It's a reminder that movement doesn't have to be rigorous or formal. It can be spontaneous and tailored to your preferences and limitations. There's no hard and fast rule about how long you should exercise, but experts suggest that 30 minutes of moderate physical activity, such as brisk walking, 5 times a week is enough to make a significant difference in your mood and reduce stress. If you're just starting out, take it slow. The important thing is to find something you enjoy and can stick with consistently. Remember that every movement counts, whether it's taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or taking a break from work to stretch or take a walk around the block. If you're feeling unmotivated, try changing your perspective on exercise. View it not as a chore, but as a gift you're giving yourself. A time to connect with your body, release emotions, and take care of your mental health. Involve friends or family in your activities, making exercise a fun and social activity. You can also vary your routines by exploring different types of exercise to find what works best for you. The bottom line is that moving regularly is one of the most natural and effective ways to combat stress. Whether you're running, dancing, walking, or practicing yoga, you're not only taking care of your body but also your mind. After all, our bodies are designed to move. And when we move, we honor this fundamental need, allowing our minds to find peace and balance. So put on your sneakers, choose an activity that makes you smile, and get moving. You'll find that every step, every stretch, every dance is one less step toward stress, and one more step toward well-being and happiness. Creating a healthy sleep routine. Sleep is essential for our physical and mental recovery, and it's the time when the body regenerates from the stress accumulated throughout the day. That's why the fourth strategy is to create a healthy sleep routine. Poor sleep can significantly amplify the effects of stress, affecting your memory, mood, concentration, and even your physical health over time. When we don't sleep well, the body produces higher amounts of the stress hormone cortisol, which can lead to a vicious cycle of stress and sleep deprivation. Therefore, adopting healthy sleep habits is crucial to balancing the body and mind. To create a healthy sleep routine, the first step is to establish a regular time to go to sleep and wake up, even on weekends. This helps regulate the body's circadian rhythm, the internal biological clock that controls the sleep-wake cycle. By maintaining a consistent schedule, your body begins to naturally prepare for sleep by releasing melatonin, the hormone that induces sleep, at the right time. Regularity is essential to creating a stable and restorative sleep pattern. Another key point is to prepare the environment for sleep. Before going to bed, it is important to dim the lights in the room, creating a more relaxing and sleep-inducing atmosphere. Avoid bright lights and especially the blue light emitted by electronic devices such as cell phones, tablets, and computers, which can inhibit the production of melatonin. Turn off electronic devices at least an hour before going to bed. If possible, keep the bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. Use blackout curtains to block external light, and consider using earplugs or a white noise machine if the environment is noisy. Establishing a relaxation routine before bed can do wonders for the quality of your sleep. Try activities that calm the mind and body, such as reading, meditation, or taking a warm bath. Avoid stimulants such as caffeine and nicotine, especially in the hours before bed, as they can interfere with the process of falling asleep. Excessive alcohol consumption can also impair sleep, as it can interrupt natural sleep cycles, affecting the depth and quality of rest. Regular exercise is another way to help you get a good night's sleep, but it's important to do intense exercise at least 3 hours before bedtime. Exercise helps reduce stress and anxiety, but if done too close to bedtime, it can increase your body temperature and adrenaline levels, making it harder to relax and fall asleep. It's also important to avoid large meals and heavy foods at night. Opt for light dinners and have your last meal a few hours before bed. Eating too late or eating heavy foods can cause discomfort and make it harder to sleep. Also, be careful about your fluid intake before bed to avoid frequent nighttime interruptions to go to the bathroom. Finally, if you often wake up in the middle of the night and have trouble getting back to sleep, don't despair. Get out of bed and do something relaxing, like reading a book in a dimly lit room, until you feel sleepy again. Avoid staying in bed tossing and turning, as this can create a negative association between the bed and alertness. By incorporating these practices into your routine, you will not only be improving the quality of your sleep, but also reducing stress levels and providing a greater sense of well-being throughout the day. Remember that sleep is not a luxury, but a fundamental necessity for mental and physical health. So prioritize getting a good night's rest. Your body and mind will thank you. Balanced diet. What you eat has a direct impact on your stress levels. The fifth strategy for combating stress is to adopt a balanced diet. Science has shown that certain foods can increase anxiety and nervousness, while others promote a more stable and healthy emotional balance. What we put on our plates not only affects the body, but also the mind, influencing the way we deal with the pressures of everyday life. To better understand how diet can influence stress, it is important to know that our brain depends on a variety of nutrients to function properly. When we eat inadequately, we lack the raw materials necessary to produce important neurotransmitters, such as serotonin and dopamine, which are essential for regulating mood and well-being. On the other hand, a diet rich in nutrients can help maintain these neurotransmitter levels balanced, promoting a feeling of calm and mental clarity. One of the first steps to a balanced diet is to avoid excessive caffeine consumption. Although many people turn to coffee to stay alert, caffeine can increase levels of the stress hormone cortisol, exacerbating anxiety and restlessness. Replacing coffee with herbal teas, such as chamomile or lavender, can help calm the nervous system and provide a moment of relaxation. Another major dietary villain is refined sugar. Foods high in sugar can lead to sudden spikes and drops in blood glucose, resulting in mood swings, fatigue, and increased irritability. Contrary to popular belief, these foods do not provide lasting energy and can end up causing even more stress to the body and mind. Replacing sweets and treats with fresh or dried fruit, which provides a natural sweetness accompanied by fiber and essential nutrients, can help maintain stable energy levels and a balanced mood. On the other hand, it is highly recommended to include foods in your diet that are rich in nutrients that combat stress. Fruits and vegetables are rich sources of antioxidants, which help protect the body's cells from the damaging effects of oxidative stress. Green leafy vegetables such as spinach and kale are especially good for this, as they contain magnesium, a mineral that helps regulate cortisol levels in the body. In addition, foods rich in omega-3, such as fatty fish, walnuts, and chia seeds, have anti-inflammatory properties and can help reduce anxiety. Another group of foods that are essential for reducing stress are whole grains. Foods such as oats, brown rice, and quinoa are rich in fiber and complex carbohydrates, which help keep blood sugar levels stable and promote the production of serotonin in the brain, a neurotransmitter that promotes well-being and relaxation. Complex carbohydrates also help prevent mental and physical exhaustion, keeping the body energized throughout the day. In addition, it is important to stay well hydrated. Dehydration can cause fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating, increasing feelings of stress. Drinking water throughout the day and incorporating foods rich in water, such as cucumber, watermelon, and orange, can help keep the body hydrated and the mind clear. And of course, we can't forget the importance of regular meals. Skipping meals can lead to low blood sugar levels, resulting in symptoms such as irritability, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. Maintaining a balanced, frequent meal pattern throughout the day can help to stabilize your mood and energy, making you less susceptible to stress. A balanced diet isn't just about avoiding foods that increase stress, it's about nourishing your body with what it needs to function at its best. By choosing foods that promote physical and mental health, you're not only strengthening your body against the negative effects of stress, but also promoting an overall state of well-being and resilience. Remember, every choice you make about your diet is an opportunity to take care of yourself. Choose wisely, and your body and mind will thank you. Social connections and emotional support. Never underestimate the power of social connections and emotional support. The sixth strategy for managing stress is to cultivate meaningful relationships and seek support when needed. In times of difficulty, talking to someone you trust, sharing your concerns, and feeling heard can be one of the most powerful tools for relieving stress. Human connection has a profound impact on our mental and emotional health. When we talk about our feelings, our brains release feel-good chemicals, such as oxytocin, known as the love hormone. This chemical release reduces levels of the stress hormone cortisol, providing an immediate sense of relief. The simple act of opening up to someone, sharing the weight on our shoulders, can help us see things from a new perspective and feel like we are not alone in our struggle. Sometimes hearing an "I understand what you're going through," or "I'm here for you," can make all the difference. This type of emotional support not only reduces stress, but also increases our resilience, our ability to face future challenges with greater strength and optimism. Support groups are a great way to find this support. Whether in person or online, these groups provide a safe space where you can share your experiences with others who are going through similar situations. The sense of belonging, knowing that others understand what you are feeling, can be incredibly comforting. In addition, support groups provide the opportunity to learn new coping strategies, inspired by the stories and experiences of others. Seeking support does not necessarily mean turning only to friends or family. The support of a professional, such as a therapist or counselor, can be essential in helping you deal with stress in a healthy and structured way. A therapist can provide specific tools and techniques, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, that help you change negative thought patterns and develop skills to cope with stress more effectively. And don't forget that group therapy can also be a valuable option. In addition to having the support of a therapist, you benefit from the perspectives of others who are also facing similar challenges. This type of collaborative environment can provide a sense of community and support that is often lacking in our daily lives. In addition, cultivating and nurturing social connections in your daily life is a key practice. Staying in touch with friends, spending time with family, or even engaging in community activities are all effective ways to reduce stress. Research shows that people with strong social networks have lower levels of stress and anxiety. Positive social interactions promote feelings of happiness, belonging, and security, which are crucial for mental health. Remember, no one has to face stress alone. Whether it's a casual chat with a close friend, a warm hug from a family member, or the support of a therapist, the important thing is not to isolate yourself. Don't be afraid to reach out. Vulnerability is actually a show of strength, an acknowledgement that sometimes we need help to get through difficult times. So when the stress feels overwhelming, reach out to someone. Look for a friendly shoulder, a listening ear, a hand to hold yours. Because at the end of the day, we are all human, we are all on this journey together, and no one needs to walk alone. Stress is an inevitable part of life. It comes in many forms and at different times, whether at work, at home, or in unexpected situations. But the good news is that with the right strategies, it can be managed effectively. The key to overcoming stress is to understand that each person is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. That's why it's important to experiment with different approaches to find out which ones work best for you. Maybe practicing mindfulness can help you find a moment of peace amidst the chaos of everyday life. Or maybe breathing exercises can help calm your nervous system. Maybe physical activity can become your daily stress release. Or maybe quality sleep can be your most powerful tool for coping with challenges. No matter which strategy you choose, the important thing is to take the first step. A balanced diet, strong social connections, and a good night's sleep are pillars that support mental and emotional well-being. It's not about eliminating stress from your life, because stress is part of our growth and learning. The secret is to learn how to manage it, to transform it into an ally that drives your growth, instead of an enemy that blocks your path. The important thing is to remember that taking care of yourself is an act of courage. It means recognizing that your mental health is as important as any other priority in your life. It means looking for ways to feel good every day, to connect with yourself and the world around you in a healthy and balanced way. Try 1, 2, or all of these tips and find out what works best for you. View stress as an opportunity for self-knowledge and personal empowerment. Learn to listen to your body and mind, to respect your limits, and to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Every small achievement in managing stress is a step towards a more balanced and happy life. If you like this video, like it and subscribe to the channel for more content on well-being. Leave a comment below with the strategy you will try first. Thanks for watching and see you next time.